Keldin, and I am a junior here at Chapman. But you know, I wasn't always. I was once a freshman, and when I was notoriously bad at flirting. I can remember actually being at a party my first semester, freshman year, and I saw this guy, and he was so cute, looked like George Clooney, or George R.R. Martin. And I went up and I started chatting with him, and we're talking, and you know, we're talking about Monty Python, so he's stoked. And pretty soon, we actually start kissing. And as we're kissing, I suddenly feel a very hard thing against my leg. And I was like, okay, you've seen Grey's Anatomy, you know what's happening, this is fine. And I don't want to make him feel weird about it, so I just decide to point it out, address the elephant. I stop kissing him and I step back. And I don't want to use his real name, so let's call him David. I say, John. I'm really attracted to you, and I'm honestly flattered. And if you want to get out of here, I live 32 miles down the road. And he was like, no, Ronan, you don't understand. And I said, I think I understand. He said, no. This is my EpiPen. And he then went on to explain his extremely severe nut allergy, which really made me realize the mistake I had made, thinking that guys can't be vulnerable. But, you know, they can't be when it comes to tree nuts. And it also made me realize that earlier that day, I had eaten a handful of almonds. Why a handful of almonds? Because I like to stay fuller longer. And I tell him, I'm like, hey man, just a little bit about me. I love scary movies. I'm a Sagittarius. I ate some nuts earlier. And he said that if he hadn't already had a reaction, he wasn't going to. And that I must have brushed my teeth after I'd eaten the almonds, which made me so relieved that I had chosen Saturdays to brush my teeth. You know, and he said that it probably wasn't a good idea that we go any further, but not because of the nuts. He was totally fine. It was more based on my personality. And I was fine with that because I went on to have some pretty successful relationships in college. And the story that I'm about to tell you is absolutely not one of those. Later my freshman year, I took Intro to Comparative Politics. And there was this guy in my class who I was convinced was always staring at me. And I always ate food in that class, so that could have been because I had spinach in my teeth. But I'm kidding, I don't eat spinach. But sure enough, one day, he messages me, hey, over Instagram, which, as you know, is the modern version of hey over Facebook. And I reply, and we start messaging back and forth. We're getting to know each other, talking about our hobbies. And he says that he plays water polo, so he has to go to the gym a lot. So I know what you're thinking, right? What is water polo? And I looked it up, and it's pretty impressive. And I wanted to match that. I wanted to impress him and also seem like an individual. So I may have said a slight lie. I texted him back, oh, that's so interesting that you play water polo, because I never learned how to swim. And he was like, that's weird, so I guess mission accomplished. And we started getting more and more serious. And I forgot about the swim lie. And he didn't. Every so often, when we would be by large bodies of water, or particularly deep fountains, he would say, Ronan, I really think you need to learn how to swim. I'm really worried. And I was like, wow, this guy really cares about me. And also, I can swim. But I was really into him, and I didn't want to admit this weird, freakish lie. It was like being on a sitcom, where one small miscommunication leads to the loss of everyone's lives for 6 Brooklyn-based 20-somethings. Danny wanted to ask out Zoe, but he accidentally asked out her twin sister. Now they have to be together. It was a problem that could have been avoided. And sure enough, in this sitcom episode of my life, it came to a climax at my friend's pool party. And everyone was listening to music, feeling good, they were singing, they were dancing, We were all feeling indestructible because none of us had nut allergies. And this guy with blue hair and an Arcade Fire t-shirt, named like Trey probably, runs past us and jumps into the pool. And then everyone is really feeling it because Sorry by Justin Bieber is playing and that's their song. So people start jumping in. I don't know how badly any of you guys have been hurt by self-sabotage. I mean, there's procrastinating your homework, self-sabotage. There's not setting an alarm clock, self-sabotage. And then there's willingly jumping into a pool because you forgot that you've been pretending to be someone who doesn't know how to swim, self-sabotage. So yeah, I jumped in, and I hit the water. I'm sinking. I'm below the surface, realizing that there's a guy standing next to the pool who, in his heart, believes that I don't know how to swim. And in my rational adult mind, I consider fake drowning. Which, as some of you might be realizing, is the same as real drowning. You know, but I had just been listening to Sorry by Justin Bieber, and I kind of felt like I was gonna live forever. So I opt to swim to the surface. And I get out of the pool and I walk up to him. And he says, "So you know how to swim?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm so sorry, I'm a Sagittarius, I don't know, I'm crazy. Yeah, I can swim, I don't know why I said that." And he said, "It's fine. I don't actually play water polo." So I broke up with him because I can't date a liar